Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. So today I have a Melanie is super late to this game review. It took me a very long time to get around to picking up the Scenterpiece Warmers from Yankee. I remember when they first came out, I think it's actually probably been a couple years now. People were so excited, and a lot of the people that I normally watch in terms of like home fragrance reviews here on YouTube were all really excited about this Scenterpiece warmer system, and were saying that it was really great, and for whatever reason it just like whoosh, right over my head. And I was in Yankee Candle back in June, I think it was, when they were doing their semi-annual sale. And I did see a couple of warmers on the clearance section that I thought were really nice. I showed those in a haul. I brought one of them up here. One of them was specifically a fall warmer. This was probably from last year. It's kind of this like, I think it looks like one of my sweater pumpkins. It's got some really neat like designs on it, and then it has this really pretty leaf here. It's obviously like a fall warmer. This one does light up, and it's got like a little, I think it's like a little LED light in there or something. The light has nothing to do with the warming. The warming comes from this element right here, obviously. The other warmer that I got was, I think it was a much less expensive one to begin with. The price range of these Scenterpiece warmers seem to range anywhere from like $15 to $20 all the way up to like $30, $40 range. Some of them get really big and really intricate. I was happy to find a couple on the clearance rack. I think I paid maybe 15 bucks for this one, and then the other one like $10. This is really nice because this one did come with a timer. So this has the option for 3 hours, 6 hours, or 9 hours, and I've definitely been utilizing that, and it's really nice to not have to remember to turn this thing off at the end of the day. The other one I am constantly forgetting to unplug. I have it set up in my butler's pantry. I'm just gonna set this down real quick. I have it set up in my butler's pantry, and I have like this crystal vase thing that I put all of my wine corks in, and the outlet is behind that, so it kind of helps to hide the cords, if that makes sense. So I just unplug it instead of flipping the little like on-off switch on it. But I'm constantly forgetting to turn that one off at night, so that one just goes basically 24 hours a day until I can remember to turn it off. And that one works great. I mean, it's definitely a much less expensive one. It doesn't have a timer. The only thing is you have to remember to turn it on and off, but it works great. The size of it is much smaller, so if you're looking for something like a compact space, you can definitely find smaller ones, and it's amazing. I admit that I do like this one a lot better with the timer function. I also like the fact that you get some light through these little holes here. This one seems really well made, and my review is that I really like these. I think that they are a great system. I was very curious about how these melt cups here, and I'll kind of review the melt cups that I've used in here as well. I was very curious to see how these compared to Scentsy. You guys know that I'm pretty loyal to Scentsy. I have been purchasing that wax for many years now and have always had really great luck with it. The Scentsy warmers they also really appeal to me because they are very unique. A lot of them are very intricate, and what I will say for Yankee is that a lot of their warmers are really beautiful as well. They certainly come out with new ones each season, and you know, they also kind of have some classics in their line. They're really beautiful, and I think they're very well made. I do like the fact that you don't have to mess with like the cubes when it comes to this system, because basically you just take the little top off of this, you set it in there. I throw the top away. I don't know if you're supposed to put it back on when you're not warming the wax. That seems like way too much hassle for me, and I certainly never cover my Scentsy wax when I'm not using it, so I think it's fine. I expected for some reason the like overall strength and throw from this Scenterpiece system to be stronger than that of Scentsy, and that was for a couple reasons. One, I figured that this element warmer definitely, you know, got decently warm and maybe helped create a stronger throw. And there's also a ton of wax in here, like way more wax than I would ever have in any of my Scentsy warmers. Typically in those, I will do 2 cubes, a maximum of 3, but I almost feel like 3 is wasting the wax because you're not getting any additional strength or throw at that point. 1 is definitely not enough, but 2 just seems to be like the perfect amount for most scents. The only way that I would usually ever do a third is if I was mixing maybe different cubes together to come up with a unique smell, that type of thing. But yeah, this is a lot of wax in here, and I have found that on average, the different melt cups, there we go, that I've tried are lasting about 4 or 5 days in this particular warmer when I have it on the 9-hour setting. After about 4 or 5 days, I really can't smell the wax very much at all. This one still has some scent in it. So this is Farm Stand Festival. By the way, this was not my favorite. I've actually kind of been struggling like turning this one on because it's very cloying to me. I thought that I might really like it, but I don't really love this one. I wouldn't personally recommend it. It's very sweet. It's like a Michael's craft store type smell with just a ton of sweetness to it. It's too much in my eyes. And of course this one throws very well. But not really any stronger than my Scentsy wax. I think that's where I was going with that story. The performance is about the same, which is good. I mean, most of my Scentsy warmers, if I have them in a specific room, they fill that room. You know, most scents will travel outside of that area, but I definitely have a lot of warmers around the house. And so for me, when I have this in my kitchen and the other one in my butler's pantry, which is right off the kitchen, I certainly get a nice room-filling fragrance from it. The performance is good. I'm not disappointed. I am certainly glad that I have this one and the other one that I bought. I don't know that I would buy these the way that I would a lot of Scentsy warmers. So with Scentsy, a lot of times that I get the reason that I get a new warmer from Scentsy is because I really like the design of the warmer itself. And if it fits in with my decor really well, then, you know, I think it's certainly worth picking up another one. I mean, what's another warmer, right? But with this, I don't know that I would go out of my way to purchase any more than the 2 that I have. This one is definitely seasonal, so this one will get put away, but the other one I feel like I can leave out year-round, so that one will stay in my butler's pantry year-round. I might, if I can find another one of these on like a good clearance sale, maybe at the SAS in December, pick up one that I can have in the kitchen year-round. And I'll just replace this one maybe after like the holidays or something. But yeah, I mean, overall good stuff. As far as the melt cups go, I have now gone through, I think I still have the golden chestnut. That one I have not gone through yet. But the cider house, the maple chai, I also bought like 2 sleeves of my beloved cranberry chutney. Because I don't really get a throw from Yankee Candles anymore, I'm not going to buy the candles. Like, I'm not going to waste my time with that anymore. The ones that I bought for the fall, they were total duds. Like, it was super bummer. Like, I was really hoping Yankee had turned it around, but they really haven't. The way that I'm going to stick with Yankee is definitely through these melt cups. So I got my beloved cranberry chutney in melt cup format. I have melted a couple of those. It's wonderful. It's really great in the Scenterpiece format. The cider house was a great performer. the sweet maple chai, the maple chai one for the fall collection, the farm stand collection. That one was really good. This one, the farm stand festival, just not my favorite. Honestly, the chestnut one I feel like is more Christmas appropriate in my eyes. So I don't know that I'm gonna warm that one in the next like month or so. I might save it for November or December. But my cranberry chutney, I am certainly enjoying the heck out of that so far. And honestly, you guys, I feel like this is the way that I'm gonna go with Yankee going forward. I'll just buy the melt cups. They usually have them on some kind of sale, or they'll have some kind of coupon that you can use on something like this. As far as cleaning these out, I have done that, and I have actually also put Scentsy wax in an emptied cup. So the way that I've been getting rid of the wax here is once I feel like I'm not getting any more scent, I just take it when the wax is still liquid and I pour it out. And I just wipe everything with a paper towel, and then I do also wash this with some hot soapy water to get the rest of the smell out of there. And then I've just been putting my Scentsy cubes in here. I think that most Scentsy wax it's pretty soft, but I don't get as good a throw, which makes me think this element is not actually, does it say on the bottom here what wattage it is? 13 watt. Yeah. So I mean there's not a ton of wattage here. I certainly have other element warmers that are a higher wattage and that get a lot warmer. It's not the best use of my wax, my Scentsy wax, to stick it in here. So for me, I think I'll always have like an empty melt cup just sitting around in case, I don't know, in case I wanna like have an additional warmer that I can use for Scentsy stuff. But for the most part, I think this system is better suited to the wax here. The wax is like, it's soft, but it's not really soft. It seems a little harder than my Scentsy wax maybe. God, this smell, this one just will not die. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on the Scenterpiece system? I certainly was curious to try it, but not curious enough to like do it when it first came out, obviously. I sat on this forever, but I'm glad I tried it, and I think it'll be a way to keep me connected to Yankee. And I certainly have some old school connections to Yankee in that, you know, I still remember the first Yankee candle that I ever bought. It was way back in 1997. I still have fond memories of going into Yankee with my mom and buying candles during the holiday and gifting my mom Yankee candles. You know, so I certainly have some emotional connections to the company still, but I'm also not willing to like waste my money on candles that don't have any fragrance. At this point, I've become accustomed to having a certain amount of strength and throw for my candles, and if a company is not going to give that to me, then it's a waste of my, not only my money, but also my time to continue to like buy things from them and be disappointed and either pass those things along or take the time to go into the store and return them and give them the spiel, and then I feel bad about returning things, you know. But anyway, so those are my thoughts. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are about the Scenterpiece system down below. Let me know what your favorite melt cups are, especially for the fall and for the upcoming holiday season. I'll certainly go in and pick up some holiday melt cups here in the next probably month or so. So let me know what I should be focusing on, because this whole system here is new to me. So what are good performers for the holidays is what I want to know. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.